And, oh, the whole school was in an uproar. We were all in an uproar. This was the Adagio for strings. Oh, Sam Barber was special. We all, what did he say? What did he say? What did he say? And Mr. Reiner said, oh, you can throw it all out with the exception of the second movement, but that has possibilities. He was told he should start at the top, and he certainly did. He sent it to Arturo Toscanini, who at that time was conducting the NBC Symphony. One day, Fritz Reiner gave an assignment to all the kids whom he taught to write a string quartet. And of course, Sam Barber wrote a string quartet. And he naturally played little bits of it for us in class, this theme from the first movement, the second theme from the first movement. And we were in awe because none of us had the imagination to write like this. Oh, Sam Barber was special. And then when he finally presented it in class to Mr. Reiner, we all, what did he say? What did he say? What did he say? And Mr. Reiner said, oh, you can throw it all out with the exception of the second movement, but that has possibilities. He said, why don't you enlarge this? And why don't you try to orchestrate this? It really is more than a string quartet should do. Orchestrate it. Bring in a few more instruments. Make it bigger. And of course, this to Sam Barber was, I've succeeded. I can do this. And so he worked on it and worked on it, and he wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote. And he wrote all the instruments down that he wanted in it. And it was considered by Mr. Reiner good enough to play at the school concert. And this was a great big triumph for Sam. And we all thought he was a genius of some kind. Why don't you send it out to orchestra conductors, to orchestras all over? And, you know, in those days, there was nobody that you could get to write music for you. You had to do it yourself, painstakingly by hand on music paper. And he would stay up all night long just writing parts for this second movement that he had enlarged. And then he had a complete set, and he sent this off. He was told he should start at the top, and he certainly did. He sent it to Arturo Toscanini, who at that time was conducting the NBC Symphony, the most revered orchestra in the country. And of course, did you hear from him? Did you hear from him? Every week, every month. No. Well, at one point, he wrote to Toscanini and said, obviously you're not interested in my composition, and since it is so difficult and costly to hire somebody to write out parts, please send them back to me. And he got an immediate answer. How can I send you back your score? I'm going to program it in December. And, oh, the whole school was in an uproar. We were all in an uproar. This was the Adagio for strings. And to have been present there at the beginning, I think, was one of the most exciting things in my whole life.